Welcome to Crocodile MTG, your home of competitive, constructed play in the modern, standard, and legacy formats. Today's video was brought to you by the wonderful supporters over at Patreon. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jordan with Crocodile MTG here, bringing you another Magic the Gathering video. Today we're playing Blue-Red Breach, which takes advantage of the Through the Breach Emrakul combo. We're just having fun tonight. We're not currently in a league, we're just playing individual matches. So Serum Visions is going to find us an Electrolyze and an Emrakul. I think we want both of those cards. I just think we need to find another land as well. And it looks again like we're against either blue-white or Jeskai potentially. So we're going to draw this Emrakul on top, and Cryptic might have to wait. We really need to find this land. Alright, we're going to pass back. We're going to opt at the end of their turn. Search for his Cantus, so that's pretty good from our opponent here. I'm going to put the Serum Visions on top. I'm going to be really digging for a land here. Alright, we found the land. I still want to start with the Serum Visions, I think. And put both these on top. And Scalding Tarn. And pass back. So hopefully our opponent is just kind of a... You need Pyromancer's Ascension. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Please don't swear at me, though, if you play against me. I mean, in this case, it's kind of lighthearted, but still, just try to keep the community clean. There's kids that do play Magic. Alright, so we're going to Serum Visions here. I don't think we mind this Lighthouse either, and this Opt is fine. All four. Yeah, we hit all four of our Serum Visions, so that's pretty good. Our opponent's having a good time. I don't mind that. We're here to have a good time as well. Alright, so Through the Breach in our hand, Emrakul in our hand. Supreme Verdict in the grave. I could just bait out counter spells, which I don't think would be terrible. I think we want to fetch and just Electrolyze our opponent. See if they counter this, and then if we draw a land, we can actually just probably win. So we'll see if our opponent responds to this. I kind of hope they do, and I kind of hope we just draw a land. Alright, they don't. So now we have tons of Snapcaster Mages. Possibly Vendilion Click from our opponent. And we're just going to let them see our hand. I mean, they're going to know we're on the combo. I can't imagine they don't take a non-combo piece. They probably take the Emrakul or Breach here. And then in which case we can just play the Mind Sculpture out if we want. I mean, our opponent can't take anything else and then risk us drawing a land, can they? Alright, so they didn't take the combo piece. We're just going to pass the turn back. Or they did take the combo piece, sorry. They took the Emrakul, which we are one short on, so it's going to be a little bit, but we didn't find our fifth land anyhow, so. It may have been right just to play the base there. I'm going to attempt to cast a Snapcaster here. And then Opt. Our opponent's trying to burn us out and keep control magic up. So I could just bait counter spells out of our opponent next turn, potentially. Just by playing one of these through the breaches. Which I think might be smart enough too, because then if we find a... So our opponent's going to swing in for 3 here. If we find a Emrakul next turn, we potentially could just win. So I think they know about this through the breach. I don't think they know about this one. So we got to be careful with our mismatching artwork here. Alright, so I am going to through the breach and see if our opponent counters. I'm sure they do. Potentially Cryptic Command. And now if we draw an Emrakul, that's just game. But if we don't, we can at least, you know, like Snapcast or Electrolyze. Emrakul. That's not an Emrakul. Alright, Blood Moon's still good here. So what we're going to do actually is going to deal 2 damage to this Vendilion Click, and now we're going to Blood Moon. And now we can't cast anything, so we're going to swing in. So our opponent, essentially white's eliminated for our opponent. Hopefully they flip this as Kanta. I'd like to see it become a mountain. Yep, there's the mountain. So our opponent with 1 island. They probably have things like, yeah, they have Lightning Bolt and things. So we're not out of the water yet. I'm going to play this Jace, and I think it's proper to tick it up. Alright, they're just going to concede here. So again, these Blood Moons, not necessary in control matchups, but they're pretty good. I think I'm going to bring in this Keranos, because if we can find a spot to stick it, that's pretty decent. Cut 2 pieces of the combo. I think we want to bring in our own Vendilion Clicks. I think we just want to be more tempo-y in this matchup. Spell Snare seems fine. They have Lightning Helix. They probably have... I mean, they have Snapcaster, Lightning Helix. There's enough targets to keep in the Spell Snare, essentially. I'm going to cut 1 Blood Moon. I think I can probably cut an Electrolyze also. And it could just be an Izzet Charm or a Remand. Probably the Remand. I think Izzet Charm has too many versatile modes. So let's just sort this. Actually, I don't even know if Blood Moon's that effective. It could just be I want the Electrolyze. Or even like a Counterflux. Actually, it's probably this other Emrakul. Probably similar to the Esper matchup. We probably just want 3 through the breach, 3 Emrakul. I don't think that's that bad. So we'll run this. We are on the draw. This is a risky hand to keep, though. Yeah, we have plenty to do, and we're on the draw. We're going to keep this. Our opponent's not a Thoughtseize deck, so I'm not as concerned. And see, we don't get punished. Alright, start with this Flooded Strand. We're going to fetch a basic island and then opt. Our opponent could just play around this, you know, Blood Moon the whole game anyhow. And that could be That could be our better tech there, is just cut the blood moons. Make them think they were in there. Alright, fetch and grab an island and opt. Remand is okay, but I think we just want to find lands. Oops, end step still. Alright, and Scalding Tarn coming down. Our opponent with something on the end step? Nope. Just fetching. If I can avoid it, I would like to avoid cracking the Scalding Tarn. And we're not finding our land, so that's pretty frustrating. I think I want to grab the basic mountain here. It's so hard to decide. If we want to play something here. I don't think we can afford missing land drops, but our opponent might pick up on this. So we're going to draw 2, discard 2. Alright, we drew an Emrakul. Our hand's not great. I think I'm going to shuffle these back. The Emrakul shuffles. We can at least shuffle our fetch lands back in and then hopefully draw another land. Like I said, running our spells down is not ideal. I'd really like to see lands. We did get punished. You know, this is probably my fault. I'm gonna put these on top. All right, pass back. Now we at least have a remand, so that's okay. Oh, 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 oh. Yields, quit yielding. All right, so we yield through that play, which wasn't ideal. Our opponent was the Snapcaster Mage. Now I'm going to attempt to bolt our opponent's Snapcaster Mage. And we're going to take a draw. We're going to draw this Flooded Strand. Now we at least have, you know, Cryptic Command, Snapcaster, Bolt. We have options. Alright, we'll see if our opponent tries to play something. I think I want to click our opponent here. I think we want this land on top. And we'll see if this resolves or not. I'd like to see our opponent's hand and see how much pressure we're under. Cryptic Command. Alright. So our opponent says, no, sir. Alright. So now we have Remand, Cryptic Command, Snapcaster, Bolt, Snapcaster, Serum Visions. And we have a Through the Breach. So we're not in a terrible spot here. Alright, this could be bad. I think I just remand here. Our opponent probably is okay with that. Alright, there's the Emrakul. So now we're just looking for an open window. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fetch Steam Vents, untapped, play out the Snapcaster and try and bait a counter spell. If they counter this, I think we win. We have to find the opening now. Come on, opponent, counter this Snapcaster. This is also one thing I love about this deck is you just play all your cards instant speed, so you can put pressure on your opponent and force them to make decisions that they think they're doing right, and then it just ends up being extremely good for us. See, like, we can just tempo our opponent out, or we have the combo in case there's ever an opening. Alright, Lightning Helix. That's fine. Our opponent keeping their head above water. And they probably just try and run out this Jace again. I'm going to attempt to Cryptic this since we have the counter, or since we have the combo. Yeah, and our opponent's going to Dispel this, and now as long as our opponent doesn't have another Dispel, I think we just win. Look at the top of our library. Alright, so we baited out all the counter spells. They put the card on bottom. They don't know what's in our hand. Alright, once they give us priority here, it's all or nothing. Alright, hopefully they don't have another Dispel. Alright, and Emrakul is on the battlefield. Good game, opponent. Swing in and win. Good game. Thank you so much for watching. Please go hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video. For your custom playmats, mouse pads, and more, head over to Inked Gaming. Use promo code crocodilemtg10 to receive 10% off your order. Today's video was brought to you by the wonderful supporters over at Patreon.